Hey, what's up guys? Jeremy Donson here with thedrumprofessor.com. Today we're going to be doing one of my all-time favorite songs, One by Metallica. We're going to start at 50 seconds in this song. Before we do get started, I just wanted to remind you, if you have not taken advantage of a free one-on-one live lesson with me, definitely do so. And if you like this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Here we go. Let's get started. 50 seconds. Alright, now with what Lars does on this, it's not that it's too difficult necessarily, it's just a matter of memorizing the order of everything, right? That's the tricky part when you do this up until the double bass part, dig-a-da-dig-a-da-dat, dig-a-da-dig-a-da-dat, dig-a-da-dig-a-da-dat. It's just a matter of basically memorizing everything. So that's your biggest hurdle, is just to remember the order. Once you can do that, then it's a piece of cake, pretty much, except for the double kick with one foot, where you go. If you're not used to doing that, that can be a bit of a setback until you do get used to that. Okay, so to get started, let's start from the chokes that I did, the cymbal chokes. So we go. Three chokes, crash, crash. Everything has a bass with it also. Let's try that. Now once you do the final crash there, so let's say we're on the last crash, you're going to do two hi-hats. So bass, 1, 2, bass, snare, bass, and bass, bass. Let's break that down a little bit. So crash, 1, 2. Then you're going to do bass, snare. Everything so far is with the hi-hat. Now after that snare, you're going to do a bass by itself. It's going to be quick, so you got to do your prep stroke there. So let's start on that snare drum and break this part down. You're going to go snare, bass, and bass. Both basses are by themselves. Snare, bass, and bass, bass. The final bass is with the hi-hat. Okay, let's put that with music, see what it sounds like. Now once you do that part, 1, 2, bass, snare, bass, bass is next. So 1, 2, bass, snare, bass, bass. So once you do that whole section, you do it again, and on the end you do a high tom by itself. So, okay. Now let's see what's after that and put this together with music. Here we go. 50 seconds. go back into the same beat again, but there's the difference is you're going to do this. So bass crash, bass bass, bass crash, bass bass, bass crash, bass bass. Okay, so before we get into that, let's go from the beginning of this section. So we got bass, snare, bass, 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 snare, bass, 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 snare, snare, bass. And there's 2 hi-hats between each one. So bass, snare, bass, 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 snare, bass, 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 crash, crash, bass. So on the end, you're going to crash with the snare twice, and then once with the bass drum. Then you do bass and snare and bass and double kick, crash with the snare. So bass and snare and bass and a good crash. Bass and snare and bass and a good crash. Putting all this together and going into the next section, here we go. Alright, so the cool part about this second set here is it starts off basically the same. You do the same main beat that you do in the first part. You do the same tom that you did in the first part. Once you do that, then it changes a bit. So let's isolate where the change is and what he does differently and work on that. So starting at 110, let's play and then break down this part. So once you do the tom, you're going to go bass, you're going to start it after the bass drum, bass digga, and then a high tom. So okay, that's your fill. Now, after the fill, let's see what's next. Okay, let's listen to what's next with the music. Okay, so once you do the fill, so you're gonna go bass, snare, bass, bass, snare, bass, and bass crash, bass, snare, bass, and bass crash. Now, on the first one, you go bass, snare, bass, and bass crash, 2 hi-hats, and then you repeat it again. Once you repeat it again, you do 3 hi-hats. Then you do the double kick and flam. So it's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3. Now this fill here is going to go digga flam bass. So putting this together, Then he starts singing the first verse, and there you have it. This is such a cool song, guys. I love this song. All right, so let's take us from 50 seconds to that point with music together. Here we go. Awesome, guys, and there you have a start on One by Metallica. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this song. I love this song. This is probably, if not my most favorite, one of my favorite Metallica songs ever. So I really enjoyed playing it. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Most of my students, I would say, have a bit of trouble on the double bass part, the digga-da-digga-da-dot, digga-da-digga-da-dot. So if you want some advice or pointers or tips on that, schedule a free lesson with me. I'd be happy to help you out, and we can show you a couple of really cool exercises and shortcuts to be able to do that, or anything else that you're having trouble with in whatever song it may be. So hope you enjoyed it, guys. Stay awesome, have fun, rock on.